Hi, I'm Rachel,
And I'm Eric,
and
and
we
we
gotta
gotta
eat
eat
them
them all.
all. So today we are cooking Sandshrew. Sandshrew is a ground mouse type of
Yeah,
Pokemon.
they are heavily armored. They live in burrows, and you can usually find them with diglets. They'll live in the same areas. They only come out of those burrows to eat bug type Pokemon, and they're eaten by Firo and Arbok.
Yep. So Firo probably has like enough power to get through that tough armored shell,
They're very strong.
and Arbok just swallows them whole. So our butcher did not have Sandshrew cubes meat, so we bought Sandshrew shoulder steaks, and we're gonna get that cut up and turn this into a Rogan Josh curry. I think that'll be really delicious. I think the kids will like it. It's a little spicy, which we love. The last time that I made this, I sauteed my meat in habanero olive oil, and
It made the whole kitchen spicy. The air.
it was a lot. So I'm gonna skip that step this time, but let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So I've got our Sandshrew all cut up. I think next time we will try a little harder to get this pre-cubed from our butcher. The Sandshrew meat is incredibly tough. So that's one thing that makes it really nice with the curry. It's going to cook for a really long time, which will help soften this meat down and break it up a little bit. First, we want to get our vegetables going. So since this is a curry, we're starting with a ghee instead of butter. You can substitute with butter. Ghee is just a much richer flavor, and there's just a cleaner flavor with ghee. So we're going to use that for this. And we're using quite a bit in this recipe. We are going to saute down our onion, and we have quite a bit of it. Now that the ghee is all nice and melted down in our pot, we're just going to dump in all this onion. It's yellow onion, a little sweeter, and a nice fine dice on that. And we're going to cook that down in that ghee until it just starts to brown. So our onions are nice and soft and translucent, just starting to brown a little bit around the edges. So we're ready to add the next couple things. So we have some garlic, got quite a bit of it. There's extra garlic in our spices that we're going to be using, so not as much as we might otherwise add. And then I went with the ginger paste this time. So, but you can use fresh ginger too. And we'll just get that nice and mixed in and a little toasted and fragrant. The next thing to go into our mix here is our mix of spices. So I used a premix. This has a lot of red chili and paprika, cumin, coriander, turmeric, lots of different spices. So you can throw together your own spice mix if you are so inclined. We had an Indian grocery store here that sold premixes, and so I have a bunch of those saved up. But you do want to toast it just a little bit, and it'll give nice extra flavor to that. Next, we're going to throw in a little bit of salt. I hesitated to use extra salt because I used a canned tomato paste, but we went ahead and put it in there just to bump up a little extra flavor and bring out some of those other spices. So we'll get that in here and get that melted down. Now that that is all mixed in, we are going to throw in some chicken stock. And we just want to make sure that it gets all mixed together before we throw our Sandshrew meat in there. I want this to simmer just a little bit. Now that we've got that all combined, we turned our heat down a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and throw our Sandshrew meat in. And give that a good mix. And then we're gonna throw a lid on this for about an hour and 45 minutes. We're a little over an hour in our stewing time, so I'm gonna take a look at this and give it a little stir. The house smells really good right now, and that is getting nice and thick. And I can see our meat is getting pretty well cooked up. So hopefully in the next half hour, that meat will really tenderize and be really delicious. So this has been simmering for about an hour 45. We're gonna go ahead and check it, make sure our meat is tender enough. The sauce looks nice and thick and it smells delicious. So I'm gonna give this a little stir. And we're just gonna use 2 forks to pull a piece out here. Oh, it's really fork tender. And I'm gonna make sure that they pull apart easily. Yep, that pulled right apart. So we're gonna go ahead and put some Greek yogurt in this. That'll help cool it down a little bit, give it a little bit of extra creaminess. So plain yogurt is fine. I like Greek yogurt. It's a little thicker. Right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that Greek yogurt mix in there, make it nice and creamy. So Rogan Josh typically doesn't have any additional vegetables in it, but if you want to add potatoes to yours, whatever, helps bulk it up for you, or whole tomatoes are actually pretty common. If you do a whole tomato, you'll want to make sure that you steam it and remove the skin, chop it up, deseed it. We didn't do that with ours. We just, like I said, use the store-bought tomato paste. Definitely needs the Greek yogurt, helps cool it down a little bit. That is really, really spicy, but it's really good. A lot of flavor, very hot. So we're gonna go ahead and just let that simmer for just a couple of minutes while we get our rice ready. And then we'll go ahead and see how it turned out. So everything's all ready. We're gonna go ahead and get this plated up. I borrowed that rice cooker again. It worked out so well last time. So we'll get a little rice. We did a jasmine rice for this one, which I think is what we did with the Weedle curry as well. A little bit of rice there, and then I want lots of this Sandshrew. Oh, that sauce looks so good.
It smells great.
There's going to be some whole spices in here from that mix, so you'll want to make sure, don't eat the cardamom seeds. And then I've mentioned before, we do have a lot of Indian restaurants in our area. We love Indian food. And this one came from a Nepalese restaurant. We really like them because they have a cheesy garlic naan, which we can't always get.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
So we picked that up earlier today. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little try here.
Oh, while she's trying that, I want to show you guys this. We managed to get our hands on a Sandshrew scale. They are said to be as tough as steel. And we're going to put that to the test later.
Give that a try, honey.
Okay.
Good spice on it, but not too hot. That Greek yogurt in it really helps cool it down. And the meat is really nice and tender, which is great because Sandshrew is a very, very tough animal, so it really needs that extra time to simmer and cook down. But super tender, really good.
There's still a little bit of toughness in there, I think.
I think you just got a fatty bit. Mine was great. So
it's delicious, though.
Really try to work with your butcher and see if they can pre-process that Sandshrew into pre-cut cubes, so you're not having to cut up your own shoulder steak there. I think that's why some of my pieces are a little bit more chewy. There was a lot of fat on that shoulder steak, and if we could have just gotten the Sandshrew cubes, it really would have solved that problem.
Well, still good.
Live and learn. Well, we'll go ahead and serve this up to the family and see what they think.
Okay.
Join us next time when we're going to be cooking Nidoran.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our Sandshrew scale here. It's actually thicker than I thought it would be, and it's
really light.
It's really light, but it's supposed to be really strong too. So we are going to shoot it.
I've got a 44 Magnum here, a revolver, and so we're gonna see how strong this thing is and see if it can withstand the gunshot.
Okay. You got it.
I hit it?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, wow. I got it good.
Yeah. Check that out. So the bullet didn't go through. So
it did do some damage, though.
It did some damage. It left a mark, but the bullet didn't go through, which means you could shoot one of these guys.
And he'd just walk away.
Yeah, he'd probably be stunned.
It probably does hurt.
It's tough. These guys are tough.
That's amazing.
Wow. Cool.